Now, I'm doing this video because someone actually gave me permission. I'm going to be sharing the screenshots here for you to see, all right? She actually got a job from Job Bank and she came to me to ask some few questions. Then when I asked her if the job is LMIA specific, then hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining today. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. My name is Milton Fonkwa. For those who know me already, you know I'm the chairman of the broad community, right? So on this channel, we are talking about study pathways or study abroad opportunities. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can get a job in Canada in as much as you have just a high school qualification. You must not have a university degree. It is very possible. That is why I am here to talk about this opportunity. So if you are looking for pathways to immigrate abroad, this is a video for you to watch. However, I would want to draw your attention to the fact that you should take a chair, sit somewhere, and listen to this video very well, and make sure you do what I say in this video and equally do your own research. It is going to help you a lot if you follow this video keenly and apply some of the things I am going to say right now. Like I said, you do not need a degree to apply for any of these jobs, all right? I am going to talk about the benefits of you applying for these jobs. I'm going to talk about the requirements, and I'm going to talk about some things you need to know. But before I talk about the benefits and the requirements and the site in which you are going to apply for this job, I would like to say that on this YouTube channel, if you listen to any video of mine, please do your own personal research. This is because I am surely sharing what I have done my research on, and it's due to my travel and research capabilities that I'm making videos. I hope you understand. Thank you so much. Before I proceed with the issue of the job and how you can get this job, these are the things you need to know. First, this entails a lot of hard work because you do not have a degree, you do not have maybe a master's, you do not have maybe qualifications. The only options you have now is to put in a lot of work if you must migrate abroad. Guys, it is very important. Please put this into consideration. Now, this is information you should take. Another thing is when you are applying for these jobs on this website, please beware of people with falsehood or scamming schemes, all right? Because a lot of people would always say that they can give you this and that, whereas it is not true. The third thing you should pay attention to is that you can actually apply for these jobs yourself, all right? You can apply for these jobs yourself and you can actually get a job offer from this site if and only if you put in the work. The third thing I want to say is that when you get a job offer from this site, make sure you verify if the company's website is there and if the letter of employment, the employment contract, has the company's letterhead at the top of the page of the PDF document that will be sent to you, okay? Now, let's get started. Like I said, the name of this website I'm going to be talking about is Job Bank. The reason I'm talking about Job Bank is because it is a Canada-based site, which means that any job that you find on this site, it's well known by the government of Canada. And again, note that you are going to find jobs on this website based for internationals. You are going to find jobs on this website just for Canadians, all right? So the ones that you are going to find on this website, you should be looking at three things. If you are an international and you are looking for a job on this website that is going to carry you to Canada, make sure the job has something like a circle, all right, and written on it, international applicants can apply. However, another thing you should pay attention to for jobs on this website is that the job should be a verified job, all right? If it's verified, and if it's for internationals, then you can apply. An additional thing you should take note is that if you find anywhere written that the job is LMIA specific, that is to say, if you see they say LMIA is provided, which is the Labor Market Impact Assessment, then you can apply for this job as an international. Common jobs on Job Bank include cooking jobs, farm jobs, security jobs, all right, cyber security jobs, a lot of odd jobs that you do not need qualifications. Having a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or HND is an advantage you, but this is not compulsory. When you go to the job type specific, click on the particular job, then you are going to see the qualifications. You are going to see the objectives of the job. This is how you will now know if it is actually your own job type that you can apply for. You are going to find a lot of them that doesn't require a degree, all right? Now, the requirements you need to apply for this job include a curriculum vitae. Most of the jobs on Job Bank will ask you for a CV, while some will ask you just for a CV and a reference letter, while others will ask you for a CV and a cover letter. I hope you understand. But most of the times, you just need to apply for these jobs on Job Bank using your curriculum. I hope you get. Now, I'm doing this video because someone actually gave me permission. I'm going to be sharing the screenshots here for you to see, all right? She actually got a job from Job Bank and she came to me to ask some few questions. Then when I asked her if the job is LMIA specific, then she sends me a screenshot and asks me to share with my audience so that they can be encouraged and know that everything is possible. It is very possible for you to get a job on Job Bank. All you need to provide is your curriculum vitae. Some people usually say the Canadian standard, which is something I don't even know how it looks like, preferable. But I think if you just provide a good CV, you are good to go. Remember, a good CV should carry the things you can actually do related to that job description. It is very, very important. This is for the curriculum vitae. Some jobs will ask you for a cover letter, while others will equally ask for recommendation letters. In this case, you can now provide all these documents. I mean jobs on Job Bank. Another thing you should pay attention to is that among the requirements like the curriculum vitae, the cover letter, the CV is very important. That is where you highlight the things that you can do. Make sure the job description ties with some of the things that you can do. Give examples of places you have worked in. If you find a job on Job Bank, just go to Google and type CV. Let's assume that you got a job, a farm job, and you can just go to CV and type CV for Farm Jobs Canada. You are going to see samples, and from there, you will decide which one to do or use the samples to generate your own CV. Now, what are the benefits of these jobs on Job Bank? Some of the jobs have a lot of benefits. Like I said, 3 things should be in your mind when looking at jobs on Job Bank. 1, it must be LMIA specific. 2, the job that you are applying for must have something like a circle, which means that, and written beside it, internationals can apply. There are some that you will see them with a red dot saying that Canadian citizens only. So those are not the type of jobs that will give you a working visa to Canada. Now, let's talk about the benefits. Benefits number 1 is that you do not actually need a degree to apply for these jobs. You do not need a degree. Though you need a degree, there are some jobs on Job Bank that will ask you that the minimum qualification is a degree, but most of them, especially farm jobs, you do not need a degree. Before I continue with the benefits, let me say something here. If you are looking for jobs to quickly move to Canada, even if you have a degree, please apply for many farm jobs. With many farm jobs or with farm jobs, you stand a chance to go into the program. Please pay attention to this, to go into the job or the industry. It's very, very important. All right, very important. Now, another thing you should pay attention to is that most of these jobs, after you finish the jobs, all right, or let's say when you start the job, maybe around 1 year, 2 years, before you know, 3 years, you are already applying for your permanent residency. All right, remember, you are going to Canada on a permanent visa. That's a permanent working visa, or maybe a working visa but a long stay visa. But this visa is a pathway to permanent residency. So this is another advantage for getting a job abroad than going for studies pathway, or than going for a school, or going through the school route. I hope you get the point. Most of these jobs, this is a third advantage, most of them would sponsor you full time, and they will also sponsor your dependents full time, which means that if you secure a job offer, they may ask you a list of all the dependents you have, all right, because they want to put everything into consideration and see how they are going to fund you. Most employers in Canada will fund the entire trip for their employees, all right, for their workers. They don't look at it. They will just want to know how many people are moving with you. Then they will fund you fully. That's sponsored jobs, okay? Then their relocation cost is what I just talked about, which is what the company is going to take care of. So if you do not have money, you do not have degrees, the only thing now you need is internet and a laptop. Then you sit down and start doing this work I just explained to you. It is very, very important that you pay attention to all of this. And remember, when you are applying for jobs, make sure you keep your criminal record safe, because when they are processing your documents, if you get a job, before your documents will be processed, you need to bring a police character, a police clearance certificate. And if you have been a criminal before, you will not get the job offer. All right. So please make sure you keep your stuff clean and do not disturb people so that you don't run into problem. Very, very important for you to note all of this. Getting jobs in Canada, you can check indeed.com, you can check glassdoor.com, but I think Job Bank is the real deal. All right. A lot of people are getting jobs. Of course, you will not find all of them on Facebook. You will not find all of them on YouTube. You may not find all of them on Twitter, but a lot of people are getting jobs via Job Bank. But note that when you are applying for a job online, you have a lot of people you are competing with. But again, like I said, it is a whole lot of hard work. So make sure you apply for at least 5 jobs a week. Then make sure you apply for 5 times 30 jobs a week. If you apply for 5 and 30, that's 5 jobs a day, and every day you apply for 5. Before you know, after a month, you must have applied for at least 120 jobs. Before you do this for 2 months, trust me, you will land a job. It's just that most of us, when we start doing it, we give up, and at the end of the day, we do not proceed. These things need a lot of persistency and consistency to pull through with it, all right? So I hope this is going to help you till we meet again in another episode.